everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're still new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you watch the video to the end. I bet you at the end of everything you're gonna give me a thumbs up. This is the upper part we want to cut now. Our normal routine when we're cutting a blouse. I have my 4 lines: half length, under bust point, and the upper bust line. So don't forget to get your upper bust line. Just measure the distance between your bust point and your under bust, then you mark it to get your upper bust line. So on this bust line now, you're going to measure your bust distance divided by 2. Anything you have there, you minus half, you mark it on your under bust line and the half length line. So now I'm going to take the shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half inch, so in allowance. Then from that shoulder point, you measure 3 inches downward. Remember I said it's either 3 or 3.5 inches. You can make use of any of the two. So you connect the lines together like this. Then this side now we want to determine the cup area. So measuring 2 inches is not constant either. You can make use of 2.5 inches, 3 inches or 3.5 inches depending on how big the bust measurement is. So you're going to curve this way. Maybe bust 34 to like 37 or 38, you can measure 2 inches from that point. Then bust 40 to like 42, 43, you make use of 2.5. 44 and above, you make use of 3 inches. Just saying this to serve as a guideline. So after cutting out that way, you place the front body, the center front body on the side to take your final measurement. You are going to divide your bust measurement by 4, then plus 2 inches, so in allowance. You do the same thing on the waistline. You do the same thing on the under bust line, then you connect together this way. I don't think we should have problem with this. I think we are familiar with this. 7 inches for the armhole. Then you try to connect together like that. You curve the armhole, then you're done with the front block. So this is what it's going to look like after cutting out. So now to get it back, you are going to place the front bodies on the remaining fabric to cut out the back. Just look at it carefully, look at it closely and see what I'm going to cut out. This back side is 2 inches for the zip allowance. You're leaving 2 inches behind. It can be 2.5. So after cutting that out, look at this. You're not going to cut exactly on that front shape, so you just give it extension of like 1.5 inch. Then you cut out this way. Look at it closely and see the way I cut it. Look at this closely. So now you are going to cut this place off like this. Then take the front body off. Then this is what you are going to have. This is the back. This side back has to be longer than the it can be equal with our center back, because if you make it equal, by the time you are joining, it won't be enough. That side won't be enough. It won't be equal with our center. So you have to make like extension of 1 inch or 1.5 inch, so that by the time you're joining, you have an equal part in that place. So I've already cut it out on the main fabric. Then I've attached the lace as in the main fabric. The lace, I've attached it on it. So now I want to cut the down part. It's a pencil tube dress. Yeah, a long pencil dress. That is the hip line you're seeing and the knee line. This right side is serving as the waistline automatically. So you're going to measure your waist from that angle divided by 4 plus 2 inches, so in allowance. Then that is the hip line. To get your hip line, just measure 9 inches from that waistline downward to get your hip line. So now take your hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches, so in allowance. Then that is the knee line. What you have on your hip minus 6 inches from it divided by 4, then plus 2 inches, so in allowance. That is how to get your round knee measurement. You remove 6 inches from your hip measurement to get your knee measurement. So just going to go down straight that way. It's a pencil dress. So if you look at it, I've already cut out the front part. So to get the back now, you're going to mark 1.5 inch extension this side. That is happening there because of the back dart. Here 2.5 inches on the waistline, 2 inches, then on the knee line 2 inches. That ½ inch on that hip line is for the boots at the back. So if you look at it, it's gonna have a little curve there just to create space for the butt at the back. Then here you measure 5 inches. That is where the slit at the back is going to start from. Some people might want it higher, so you can still increase it. If you want it to go down more, you still add little, but here I'm using 5 inches. So you are going to connect and cut it that way. If you look at it now, I've already cut the down part. So I'm going to also attach a lace material on this one too. So I'm going to use an hemming gum. I believe many of us know this. This is hemming gum. We use this one to tag a particular interface on the fabric. So this is going to be on this. So and I'm using the hemming gum under it just to tag it down. So after tagging it, this is what it's going to look like. Mine is coming out this way. So now I've already joined the front bodies, both the lining and the main fabric. I've already joined in the upper part of the dress. I've already joined it and I've ironed it thoroughly. So now I want to trim. I want to trim it out. So now I'm going to arrange them and trim. Mind you, the trimming is not affecting your measurement in any way. So you're going to trim to make them, both the lining and the main fabric, you make them equal. So I'm going to trim on the lining first before I will now place it on the main fabric and I will cut it out. So now I'm going to measure my under bust, get my under bust measurement. You know, normally the back is usually higher than the front, but in this case I'm going to trim it off to make them equal because it's going to be a tube dress, so it doesn't necessarily have to be longer than the front again. So now I'm going to get the shoulder measurement. Then you measure 7 inches for the armhole again. You're going to remeasure again. Now you trim up to that line. Just trim and make it equal. Mind you, don't forget, it's not going to affect your measurement in any way. You're still going to get your desired measurement even after all the trimming. So now I'm going to get the depth of the neck. I'm making use of 7 inches. So now look at where I'm going to curve. We're going to curve like that to the armhole part. Yes, because it's a tube dress. So you're just going to curve gently like this. Look at it very well. Then you are going to cut up to that place. If it is 8 inches you measured for the armhole, you are still going to cut up to that place, up to that 8 inches you measured for the armhole. So now that is the back. Same shape at this other side. You can decide to make it a low back, but we are still going to that same part. So I've already trimmed it out on the main fabric too. So this is what it looks like. So now you are going to join, you're going to attach the upper part to the lower part of the dress. So this is it. That is the down part. So now I'm going to join this. I'm going to do the same thing with the back bodies too. I'm going to do the same thing with the lining, both the front and the back. We're just going to join together. So I've already done that. This is what is coming out as. That is the back. The 2 pieces at the back. That is the lining, both front and back. So now I'm going to take the body measurement. I'm going to take the body measurement. Just fold into 2 equal parts like this, so that you have accuracy in your measurement. So now you are going to take your bust measurement, under bust measurement, hip measurement, then the knee measurement. So now your bust measurement divided by 4, you are going to mark. Then the under bust measurement divided by 4 too. If you look at it, you see that it's not affecting our measurement. The trimming I made the other time is not affecting the measurement and the allowance and all that. So now the hip measurement divided by 4. So what me I actually do while taking my hip measurement is, if I'm like, for instance, if I'm having 40 as the hip, I'm going to mark 38 like this way. I'm not going to mark the exact 10 inches, which is 40. So I'm going to add the remaining inches at the back to create the butt I was talking about. If you mark your complete measurement like this and you join, you won't be able to effect that butt measurement at the back. So just try to remove like 1 or 2 inches from the actual measurement when you're joining this way. So the back will be the one to complete the measurement when you're taking your final measurement. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So now after joining these 2 sides, this is what is, you're going to have this both on the fabric and on the lining. So that is the lining. So now you are going to use look at it. So now you are going to turn the neck part. You are going to join the side. You are going to turn the side, the both side. I'll show you that now. If you look at it, I've already sewn it, I've turned it, and I've ironed it thoroughly. This is what is coming out as. See, this is the back. So now I'm folding into 2 again to take my final measurement. Like I said in my previous videos, it is advisable to take your final measurement at the back to avoid the bumps at the back where you're supposed to have this slope. You won't have unnecessary bumps there, so it is advisable you take your final measurement at the back. So now this is what is, if you look at it, you see you have this slope here, then you're coming out on the hip part, then you go deep again. You're just going to stop exactly here where you want your slit to start from. That is where you're going to stop. So I've already joined the back. We're almost through. If you look at the dress, coming out very beautiful. Look at the shape, equal part. And that is the back. If you look at the slit, you see the slit. If you want it higher, you can still increase it. And if you want to close it down a little bit, you come down a little bit. So if you look at the hip area, the butt area, now you see what I'm talking about. It's not going to be flat. You have some bumps there. So now you're going to fix the zip. Now I'm going to attach the zip. I've already done that. Then we are done with the tube dress. Very beautiful. Thank you very much everybody for watching. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. See you in my next video.